Alright, in this video we're going to talk about the depth per pass and onion skinning and how to use the depth per pass to cut in multiple passes and how to apply that to an onion skin operation of cutting. So the first thing, if you watched the video earlier talking about the add to depth and the onion skinning, we showed how to add the second cut layer. So what we're going to do is take a look at the second cut layer, cut 2, and the depth per pass. What this setting is how deep we're going to allow this cutter to make in a single pass. It has nothing to do with how deep it's going to cut. It just has everything to do with how deep we're going to allow it to make in a single pass. So in this example, right now we have it set, the depth per pass set to be 0.375. It's 3/8 of an inch. We're not going to allow this cutter to go any deeper than 3/8 of an inch in a single pass. So if we're cutting a total depth of 3/4 of an inch, that means it's going to cut in 2 passes. It'll go around once at 3/8 of an inch deep. The second time it'll go down again another 3/8 of an inch deep, or until it reaches its max depth. In this case, it is a little less of 3/4 of an inch because we're subtracting from the add to depth. So if we wanted to make 3 passes, we could set this to be 0.25. Doesn't mean we're limiting the depth to 0.25. It is we're going to cut in consecutive passes, stepping down 1/4 of an inch per pass until it reaches its max depth set by the material thickness and the add to depth. So what we're going to do is we're going to first set up the cut 2 perimeter cuts, which is the first cut that's going to make in its perimeter cut. We're going to set the depth per pass to be 0.25. So 3/4 inch material, it's going to make 3 passes. We're going to subtract or use the add to depth, subtracting 1/16 of an inch as we stated in the previous video, clicking Save as Template. Now for the final perimeter cut, since it's already been, all of this has already been machined out once for the onion skin, this final cut is removing that onion skin. We don't need to cut in multiple passes. We need to cut in a single pass. So anything greater than the material thickness or anything greater than the total depth of cut entered in this is going to work just fine. We're going to enter in 1. Again, this does not mean we're going to cut 1 inch deep. We're saying that this cutter is allowed to cut 1 inch per pass, but will still be limited by the total depth of cut, which is our material thickness plus the add to depth. In this case, our material thickness is 3/4 of an inch with add to depth at 0.010 of an inch. So a total depth of cut in this is going to be 0.76 inches, which is less than 1 inch. So we are going to cut 3/4 of an inch, 0.76 inches in a single pass. So I hope that helps with the pass depth and the onion skinning feature.